Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the June 5th agenda meeting. South Plainfield Mayor and Council. This meeting has been advertised in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-6, with adequate notice of this meeting being provided by the borough two official newspapers and also published on the borough website. Amy, will you call the roll, please?
Yes, Councilman Benjavanga.
Here.
And Councilman Dean.
He's
Family matter. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know that. Councilwoman Faustini.
Here.
Councilman Besh.
Here.
Councilman Bullock.
Here.
Council President White.
Here. Thank you. Can you take us through a review of tonight's agenda, please?
Yes, this evening, Mr. Mayor, we have one matter on for executive session. It's a legal matter pertaining to Forever Inc. Approval of council minutes for May 15th. We have 12 resolutions on this evening, 5 matters of correspondence, payment of bills totaling $1,815,832.17, council reports, and we conclude with public comments. And that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for executive session, legal Forever Inc.?
So, second.
Motion by Council President White, seconded by Councilman Benjavanga. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? We will have executive session. Council comments on agenda items.
Yes, Mayor, could we separate resolution 240?
Yes. Anything else?
No, nothing like
Okay, at this point, open up for public comments on agenda items only. Seeing none, close the public portion. At this point, I ask for a motion to adjourn tonight's agenda meeting.
So, second.
We are adjourned. Seeing no reason to delay, we'll the public meeting. Again, this meeting has been advertised in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-6, with adequate notice of this meeting also being provided to the borough's two official newspapers and also published on the borough's website. Amy, will you call the roll once more?
Yes, Councilman Benjavanga.
Here.
Councilwoman Faustini.
Here.
Councilman Besh.
Here.
Councilman Bullock.
Here.
Council President White.
Still here.
Thank you. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation by Councilwoman Faustini.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tonight I have just a short prayer, actually from Abraham Lincoln. Dear God, let us have faith that right makes might, and in that faith, let us see and dare to do our duty as we understand it. Amen.
At this point, once again, I'll open up for public comments on agenda items only. Seeing none, close the public portion. Can I get a motion to approve the council minutes of May 15th, 2017, agenda public and executive?
So, second.
Motion by Council President White, seconded by Councilman Benjavanga. Amy, can you call the roll?
Yes, Councilman Benjavanga.
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini.
Yes.
Councilman Besh.
Yes.
Councilman Bullock.
Yes.
Council President White.
Yes.
Passes 5-0.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for resolution 17-231 to 17-239, 17-241, and 242?
So, second.
Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Councilman Benjavanga. Amy, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga.
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini.
Yes.
Councilman Besh.
Yes.
Councilman Bullock.
Yes.
Council President White.
Yes.
Passes 5-0.
Thank you. Can I also get a motion for resolution 17-240?
So, second.
Motion by Councilman Benjavanga, seconded by Councilman White. Amy, can you call the roll on 17-240?
Yes, Councilman Benjavanga.
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini.
Recuse?
Councilman Besh.
Yes.
Councilman Bullock.
Yes.
Council President White.
Yes.
Passes 4-0.
Thank you. At this point, I would invite April Wasnick to come up and we swear her in for zoning board. She, as was just approved, she will take the zoning board alternate 2.
This is not the cut, edit, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, April Watson,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in the state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Welcome
very
aboard.
much. Thank you.
Okay, we have 5 items of correspondence. Environmental Commission monthly report, April 2017, recycling monthly report from April, planning board minutes of April 25th, DOT transportation award $330,000 for Hadley Road, and the Environmental Commission annual report for 2016. Can I get a motion?
Second, Mayor.
Motion by Councilman Benjavanga, seconded by Council President White. Amy, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Desch?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President White?
Yes.
Passes 5-0.
Thank you. Can I get a motion on payment of the bills for $1,815,832.17?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Benjavanga, seconded by Council President White. Amy, can you call the roll once more?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Desch?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President White?
Yes.
Passes 5-0.
Mr. Rizzo, anything for us tonight?
No, Mr. Mayor, progress.
Progress. Mr. Miller?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, a few things. The first thing is we had a storm sewer collapse today over on Hamilton Boulevard at the First Baptist Church. It's in the grassed area between their building and the neighbor's building. So this is an emergency that we need to move forward on with the repair. I called the contractor and he'll be able to start work tomorrow. So I spoke to Paul, he said we can do a resolution after the fact, I guess, so we can just move forward with the work. That's an emergency. That's an emergency. So we'll start on that tomorrow. The water company has started their projects throughout town, and they've asked if they can use the back as a storage area to store a few vehicles and a box with some equipment in it. Glenn sent an email out to the chief and myself. We both don't see a problem with it, and just wanted some consensus tonight from the council that there's no problem. They'd be out there for about 3 to 4 months, from July to October, to park 2 or 3 crew trucks on weekends and holidays, and an 8x10 storage box for the duration of the project.
Where was that?
In the back parking lot?
Back here.
Liability for any damage to the vehicles or, any vandalism or anything like that.
They already have submitted a insurance certificate for the whole project, so
It would fall under that.
they have insurance for the whole project.
Do we need anything else, Paul, other than no kind of agreement or anything like that you would recommend?
I mean, this subject to some agreement or contract or?
No, it was kind of just where they would use that area for storage.
They're going to be doing right across over here on Lane Avenue.
Yeah,
They're redoing all the pipes.
Well, any damage would be caused by them coming and going, I presume.
I would think so.
But if, like Gary, I think you were saying it's a dirt truck's going to.
Right, but what if somebody vandalizes their trucks and it's on our property?
Doesn't make us liable.
Okay, just
Yeah,
checking.
I understand.
It would be like anyone else's vehicle parked back there.
Right.
Well, as long as it doesn't get messy, it starts getting out of hand too.
No, we'll monitor it, and if there's any issues, they've been very good to work with. I don't expect a problem. If anything comes up, I'm sure they'll take care of it.
The only suggestion I would make is that we let them know that the time between Labor Day for the fireworks, they're going
Yes.
to remove their equipment.
Right.
Good point. Do we need any type of agreement? What are your
Well, it's
thoughts?
always best to have.
Right, of
You know,
course.
you throw something
Yeah,
together, just.
yeah, can you
Yeah.
just?
And And so,
So we have some type of,
Is it machinery,
Documentation.
any machinery left?
No, they're talking about 2 or 3 crew trucks and an 8x10 storage box.
so, Len, you were the one speaking with them about this, correct?
They went through
They
Glenn.
don't do that. So maybe the two of you just
Send me
give,
the
send
particulars.
Paul some particulars, and then you can draft something, based on the dialogue that you've already had with them.
are they making a donation to a Southampton charity to do this, or are we just supposed to do it at the comments of that?
They worked with us, pavement restoration.
Okay, fair enough. Anything else? Anybody have any concerns other than what we've already?
No, so I'll do them a draft agreement.
Yeah, I think it can't hurt to have some sort of simple agreement.
Okay, the last thing, the road projects. The T&M road project is out to bid probably tomorrow in the paper, and that will receive the bids not this Friday, next Friday. And the resurfacing project is out in the paper. We'll receive them next Thursday with the intent to award at the next council meeting and be ready to move ahead with our road projects. With that progress.
Thanks. Amy, anything for you?
No, just a reminder, tomorrow's the primary election, poll open 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's all
Excellent.
I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes, Mayor. Tonight, for my council report, I would like to make a statement about something that has actually been weighing on my mind, more so over the past month or so. Back on April 3rd, 2017, the South Plainfield Borough Council members unanimously passed Resolution 17-176, which urged the New Jersey State Assembly and Senate to repeal SCR 128, which was critical in enacting the new bail reform regulations. It is my understanding that at this point, none of the elected officials that were sent this resolution have responded to the borough. As many of us are aware, in 2014, a public question was voted on which passed the current bail reform. This public question is considered by many to have been misleading and seems to have been passed under the guise that public safety would somehow be enhanced instead of compromised. I'd like to applaud the efforts of our South Plainfield Police Department in keeping our residents safe and for their efforts in fighting crime while taking a front and center stance in explaining the practical problems with the new bail reform regulations. And I feel that although passing 17-176 was a good first step, proclamations and platitudes are not enough at this point. And I would like to do more. Any change in law, whether it is federal, state, or local, that compromises the safety of the public is a problem that must be addressed at every level of government. And I would like to ask you, with the support of our council, I'm asking as well, to possibly coordinate a meeting with maybe State Senator Dykeman, either Assemblywoman Pinkin or Assemblyman Karabinchak, I hope I said that correctly, and maybe together with Councilman Willock, since he's Chairman of Public Safety, and I would myself like to be involved to help facilitate or create some kind of modification of these legislative changes that have weakened New Jersey's public safety. And I just want to state that as a government official and a mother of 4, the effect of this bail reform on our state and our community is a very serious concern to me. And I look forward to working together with everyone on this important issue.
Yeah, so, I mean, I can't imagine that we'd find one police department or one police officer, for that matter, probably very many government body officials or mayors that thinks that what the public approved, and again, regardless of how it was worded or what happened, I don't think we're happy with what we've got. And so, yes, I have no problem reaching out again to Senator Dykeman. Now, my confidence in the state legislature doing anything, the Assembly and the Senate, regardless of one individual or not, is not that great. Various issues have come up here in the past And you might remember the red light camera, COA, and any number of other issues. And I think the only one that was successful is the one that required actually no action from the Assembly and the legislature, and that was essentially the red light camera to let it lapse, to let that law lapse. So yes, we'll set something. I know that the Attorney General in New Jersey is looking at, trying to amend what the formula that they're using, come up with some automatic jail time for gun cases, and potentially look at other avenues to make certain crimes mandatory, and probably function better in a bail reform environment. But I don't think it will hurt, engaging the legislature anyway. Now, there's also, I think, something that needs to be done. There was an article a while ago, and believe it or not, a lot of these cases, the prosecutors failed to even ask for a jail time. And so I think not only is it turned out to be a bad law, I don't think the scoring system is working well, and I don't think a lot of prosecutors, are actually doing their job to the fullest. And so my understanding of it, and again, I'm not an expert on bail reform here, but if you don't ask for it, the judge isn't even going to consider it. So that's a long way of saying yes, as I've been known to do. But we'll meet, and hopefully something does come out of it. But I would also potentially urge this governing body to, and I can do that as well, and with your support, to reach out to the Attorney General and see what they're looking at doing, and maybe and what can be done on their avenue to go a different route, go around the legislature, and see what can be accomplished. So probably in a faster amount of time, and so we can get some immediate relief, because what we've been reading, and not just, some of the cases that have been involved in South Plainfield, but all over the state, we clearly have a system that is not working. And I don't think it makes sense, as some have said, to just wait for the empirical evidence to come in, because that could be years, depending on what your guideline is for how much evidence you want to make before we start making a decision. I think we clearly see that there are certain cases here that are alarming, and there is some work that needs to be done. So I don't know if there's any other council comments regarding that, but feel free to open it up to any of the council members.
Well, I'm in full agreement to change the law. I think that the intent was, it was passed under a referendum, and I think that's part of the issue, but it sounds like they just opened the door for people to commit a crime and then get let go again. So I'm in full support to do whatever we can within our power to change the law if we can.
Okay.
I agree. I think the resolution was a good first step, and now we need to put another step in place and try and make some movement on these issues.
Anything else?
No, thank you very much for your support.
Thank you. Councilman Benjamin.
Yes, so this week is the Feast of St. Anthony over at Our Lady Chisahova. So hopefully everybody will go out there and the weather will be nice. It is a big event. I'm the parishioner over there, and it is one of our main fundraisers for the church, and really enables us to survive. So hopefully the weather is nice the rest of the week, and we'll be volunteering. I know Councilman Barletta's coming up from Lavalette to help out too, because he was a parishioner there as well. So good food, good games, rides, whatever you guys can do to participate. As Councilman Christine Faustini said, with the bail reform, I just do applaud her for wanting to reach out to our senators and assembly to work together to try to get this done and over with, or some resolution, and just to work together and get this done. So you and her can work together with Councilman Woolhat and get back to us. All right, perfect.
Thank you. Councilman Betts.
Yes, Mayor, other than the issues that Mr. Miller brought up, I just had one other thing. A resident reached out to me about a drainage issue in their backyard. I've spoken to Glenn and I've spoken to Len about it, and we're in the early stages of investigating what could be done, if anything.
Which general area, do you know the street?
It's 910, I believe, Arlington.
We're familiar with that. Yeah.
Several times.
Okay.
Okay, so Glenn has indicated to me that they've visited the site and also visited the issue a number of times. I've gotten two different conflicting stories, so I just would like to
Yep.
do some more investigation and see if we can just put it.
Yeah, not only is, I mean, I was in the backyard as well looking at that, so I know, I think it was late last year or something that we looked at it, and I don't remember the outcome, but I think they need to apply for a permit as,
For a permit.
yeah.
From the state, so,
That's where it ended.
I think they're looking for some direction.
We
Is
gave
what-
them direction,
Well,
but
that's-
we'll meet with them.
This is what they indicated.
No, and I was personally out there, and, you know, and probably spent about an hour and a half, and then we came back, and I, you know, worked with Len and Glenn, and I think, you know, Len was familiar with the issue over there, and it's unique. If you haven't been out there, take a look at the backyard.
No, I've been
Yeah.
there, and
It's unique, but
it's a little dangerous if you have
Without
kids
a
running
doubt,
around. So
yeah.
if there's just something that we could help them with, and if there isn't.
yeah, did they mention anything about filing the permit, or did they didn't want to do
What
that?
they
or-
mentioned to me was they had the DEP out there,
Yeah.
and the DEP was all for the ditch being piped,
Right.
and somebody put a kibosh to it, is basically what she told me. So, I don't know if it was the neighbor, they said. she
Well, I
said-
know they were having issues with the neighbor, but
Right.
I don't know, I mean, I don't think the neighbor could prevent them from getting a permit, but.
I'm only going on what,
Yeah,
that's why I
okay,
wanted to
we'll
do
look
some more
into it. We'll
investigation.
look into
She
it.
also said that the neighbor inserted a pipe into the catch basin that is currently in her property.
Yeah, there were allegations back and forth from what I recall, so yeah, it was
and
very.
This is all new to me, so
Yeah,
that's all, I just
yeah,
wanted
that's
to
fine.
get
That's-
both of them together and
That's-
see what can happen, that's all.
No problem.
And other than that, progress.
Okay. Councilman Wallen.
Just a reminder, on Saturday, June 24th, we're going to have the wet down. It's going to be, at 10 o'clock, we're going to dedicate the new truck. I'm just looking at the time, I need my glasses, sorry. The apparatus parade is at 11:30 a.m. and the wet down is 12 to 5. So just remember, it's going to be a lot of fun, music, food, and beer, I see. So just want to remind everybody, and other than that, progress.
Thank you. Council President Voigt.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Just one thing, we had the grand opening for Ocean State Job Lot this weekend. Great turnout. They've already made impact to the community, donating some food and donating money to local charities. So we're looking forward to a long-term partnership with them, and appreciate them being here, and everyone that attended the grand opening as well. Progress.
For Bath and Body Works?
Yeah, Bath and Body Works as well.
Okay. At this point, I'll open it up for public comments. Anything on your mind? Chief
Real
Clark.
quick, Mayor, in regards to what Councilwoman Faustini said, if possible, I'd like to be part of that meeting,
Sure.
along with, if not myself, another member of our police department.
Yeah,
at the
I was
representative,
thinking the
please.
same thing.
Thank you.
I know that you guys are very educated on what's going on and practical experience as to what's happening. Perfect.
Thank you.
Anyone else? You know the chief ain't. Okay, at this point, we'll close the public comments. We are going into executive session. You are more than welcome to stay. We'll be back as soon as possible.